Hey YouTubers, hope you are doing well, making sure you stay safe. It is a crazy world out there, so make sure you be kind to everyone around you. But anyway, for today's video, it is a little bit different and I want to share my loadout as to what the perks I'm using, the tactical and the lethal weapons. But before all that, make sure you subscribe to me if you haven't already. Make sure you hit a thumbs up and check a look at all the other videos that I have uploaded. That would be greatly appreciated. And so moving on to today's topic, I really want to share about the perks that I use for this, particularly for Battle Royale in terms of 3v3 and solo. I've only just played solo yesterday when it was released, which is pretty cool. I will make a video of some of my solo plays, which I did have a lot, but let's go into the loadout. So in terms of my loadout here, so these are all my loadouts that I currently have. So coming from assault rifle to sniper. So the first loadout in typically all the perks that I do use, it's very common across all the loadouts that I use that I all have the same exact perks across all my perks. In terms of lethal and tactical as well, there's not many difference. It turns really down to preference. So just moving on to here, and with my perks across all the loadouts is I have cold blood. So cold blood allows you to be undetected by a thermal optics, which is something very commonly used in this game, and I recommend you use this one too. If you do have any ideas of or any perks that you like to use in the green, feel free to let me know. But in the second perk here, I do often use Ghost here, which makes you UAV vulnerable, but there are people out there that I know that use Overkill. It's really down to personal preference and your play style. So yeah. And moving on to my third perk here, I typically use here tune-up, just that in 3v3 Battle Royale I can be able to revive my team 25% faster, but in terms of like a solo match, I typically use a tracker. That way it's helpful just playing yourself and you can just track them, but it also helpful if someone in your teammate that had a tracker or even sharp one on top of that. It all comes down to what you guys want to do, but for me it's the tune-up. And from there I'm gonna be talking about my different lethals and tactical. In terms about my lethal, I normally have frag grenades across all of mine. There are times when I do use a C4, but not very often. So it depends how you want to play and what kind of equipment you want to use. But for me, it's just a lethal grenade. For tactical, I have this across all my perks, and that is just the heartbeat sensor. It's personally a really good tool to have, especially when you don't know if someone's in the building or not. You can just whip out your heartbeat sensor and track them down, which is very helpful. And yeah, so from there on, I typically have this across all my perks, all my loadouts. In terms of like all my gun loadouts and attachments, most of them are just pretty generic. There's nothing too much that I changed besides the optic on this one here, or even the perks here. For me, I have FMJ, but I probably should have it in Frangable, which is more useful actually, because it helps delay the healing when you shoot someone. I'm not too sure how well it works, but I do have it on. Rest is all personal in terms of what kind of attachments you have. Let me just quickly exit out this one while I change that. And in terms of my secondary weapon, I just typically have a handout gun. There are times when I do use a launcher, but majority of the time I just pick up a launcher in the game instead. So yeah, my sniper preference is between the AX50 and the HDR. I typically don't use sniper too much, so it's not something that I use on a regular basis. If anything, I'm going to be using an assault rifle rather than a P90 instead. So yeah, As you can see already, most of the perks are the same exact from 1 to like 7 here. In my lantern here, this is just the green tracer, just very personal preference in terms of aesthetics look. I don't typically use that too much, but I do use the AQUAMAN, which is the blue tracer set. I think this is really cool. It really depends here. For me in this one, I just normally attach a silencer instead, and just a pistol, cause just to show it off a bit. Yeah, and from there, once again, it's just really personal preference in what terms of guns, but one of my favorite guns at the moment is the M4A1, I believe that's what it is, which is this one here. It's the pink one. This one shoots at the pink one. I mean, pink bullets obviously, but this is something that I typically enjoy using. It's a strong, long range. I've adjusted a few things. I'm using the Optic 4.0 flip hybrid, so I can zoom in and zoom out, but more often than not, I don't really use the zoom in or zoom out. It's gonna go there. Yeah, that looks a bit weird. I really want to unlock more of these skins actually, so that'd be cool. I'm just gonna quickly chuck on some. Oh, this looks pretty cool actually. I might chuck that on instead. Maybe one more sticker. I think this is cool. I'll put this one. Yeah, looks good. Let me chuck a charm quickly. Where's my grenade? Now this one here. And yeah, so that's my loadout here for the M4A4, which is my go-to. But there are times when I do use the P90, which is the pink one as well. That's part of the store package that you get as well. Shoots out pink bullet, which is really cool. P90 is an absolutely like so OP in this game. It's like it shreds you from even a medium distance. I haven't changed too much on this kind of attachment. I just have an optic on just to be able to aim a little bit better. But everything else is just pretty standard here. And as you can see again, my perks are the same here. Let me know what you guys think. And yeah, everything else is perfect. Let me know what you guys think, and leave a comment down below and let me know what I should change or what I shouldn't change or what I shouldn't use. So yeah, if you like this video, make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and make sure you follow me for more content. Thanks for that.